This is my last video focusing on foundations of recovery. Remember, these are concepts, ideas, or principles that I feel it's important to understand before we move forward with any meaningful change in our recovery. And today's video is titled Addition over Subtraction. I used to relapse a lot. Before I made the commitment to go to addiction treatment, an inpatient 90-day program where you live there and you talk to counselors every day. Before that, I had plenty of attempts at sobriety on my own, and every single one of them ended in relapse. I could never make it more than a week or two. And looking back now, with everything I've learned and 10 years of sobriety under my belt, I understand perfectly why those attempts at sobriety failed. It's because they were focused solely on subtraction. See, I knew alcohol was a problem in my life. I knew it was causing a lot of issues, and everybody around me would tell me as such. So I just assumed, because I didn't know anything about recovery at the time, I assumed if I just quit drinking, then things will get better. So I focused solely on subtracting the alcohol out of my life and just hoping for the best. Now, all of those attempts inevitably ended in relapse because I was paying no attention to addition. I wasn't adding anything good into my life. You see, I may pull the alcohol out, I may subtract the substance out of my life, but I was still living an addictive lifestyle. I still had no balance. I would just work all day at a stressful job that I didn't like. It didn't offer me any meaning or purpose. I would work all day, then I'd come home. I didn't have any meaningful relationships, any meaningful connections, no goals, no achievement around the corner. All I did was work, come home, drink, go to sleep, wake up and do it all over again. Now, I have mentioned in other videos before that I suffered from depression and anxiety. I think anybody living that life would suffer from depression and anxiety. I think it is a life that breeds mental illness. I think it is a life that breeds addiction. Because addiction, the function of my addiction, the way that my addiction is useful, is that it helped me to numb negative emotions. So I was living a life that created a lot of negative emotions, and then I used alcohol to numb those emotions. Quitting the alcohol wouldn't change anything unless, of course, I add new things into my life. And so that's where I'm at now. My recovery now is long-term. It's sustaining, because what I've done is brick by brick, piece by piece, I've built for myself a life that is content, a life that offers me meaning and purpose and satisfaction. I have good relationships, I have family, I have goals, I have achievements that I'm working on. I have just this overall sense of gratitude for the things that I do have in front of me. I have added every aspect into my life that I knew I needed to feel good, to feel happy. So addition, not subtraction. We need to learn to identify what our real, authentic needs are as people, each individual, and you need to learn to add those things into your life, turn them into a daily practice. That is the way to achieve sustaining recovery. You can take the alcohol out, but without adding in good aspects of your life, it's likely, like me, it could end in relapse. So for our next videos, we're going to be getting into more tools and strategies, and we're going to be learning a lot. Get a notebook. Start writing these things down. Watch the last few videos I made on foundations of recovery again. Write those down too. Get organized, because we're going to start doing some good work next time around. See you in a bit.